Doing good. I think at the way things are going, we may only be able to see cities at the way we're the way we're looking at it right now. Uh, what we doing? Look, yesterday there was a major problem. I did one of the Sim cities. I mean Sim City. Here I call it the wrong one. City Skylines. I did the wrong. I did a city from scrap with a budget. We were doing fantastic. We were actually making 2,000 and up, almost 3,000. I think was up, as high as we got. I mean, we're getting really up there. Our budget, we're in positive territory. The city's growing fantastic, and all of a sudden, the city went from growing fantastic to a major breakout, and everybody begins to get sick. And I go, what the hell? This doesn't make any sense because I've never seen that before. And when I play on here, you'll see it once in a while. You kind of screw up. But it had the hospitals. It had everything it needed. The hospitals, the water was right, the sewage was right, the amount of sewage, the rate of water, everything was right. It didn't make no sense. And I even went as far as basically destroying the city trying to fix it, and I gave up on it. I said, heck with it. But then when I got off I was on PlayStation. When I got off PlayStation and I went to another game, I realized what I did. There was a setting, and I won't talk about that setting because I kind of don't talk about much about that setting because that setting has had problem with me with another game, all right, where I was basically able to terminate anybody on that game. It was really terrible. But the thing about the setting is when that setting, if you don't have that right, there's some wacky stuff will happen to your games. I mean, wacky stuff. And that's the only explanation I can come for that's why that city went. Because I built another city. I want you to look at the other city I built. All right, I'm gonna load that city, and I had no problems with that city. Look at the size of this city, and we're pretty much pretty good on that. But today we're going to be building another city on a budget from scrap again, all the way from scrap. We're going to be building another city today. All right, just give me a second here because I got to get something going. I'm gonna let this load up a little bit. All right. Get things rolling there. Alright. There's a big, let's see, here's a city that I built. Alright. Now, you see there are some sick people there. That's normal. You got some death. Okay, that's just a city. Alright, it's just normal things that happen in the city. Alright, but it's not like it was. It was a carpet of dead, people getting sick. It was just end to end. Every single residential home was sick, with sick people. Alright, this is a city that I had to get back to it to continue because, as you can see, the city needs a little bit, a couple things I got to repair. But this city, it's built on no budget. Okay, I mean no limitations on budget, so I built that city. It's very easy to build. It can really spread really fast. The other one wasn't a budget. We were playing it the correct way, the way this game is actually meant to be played. And it was a total disaster. So today, like I said, we're going to be working on a budget city, on a city where I will teach you how to do it. And I'm going to do it just like yesterday. I'm going to show you step by step on how to make a city on a budget and don't go bankrupt. I hope I'm do as good as I did yesterday until I got to that one point and everything went bunker. What is that? I haven't added anything to this city. Why is everybody so happy? What, did somebody discover gold or something? I don't know what happened with that one. Hang on a second. Let me, I gotta fix one thing. This thumbnail is not the correct thumbnail for this. So I just want to make sure that I put the correct thumbnail on there. I think I already have it on here on the PC. Just give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna get started on this one here. Alright. Just want to make sure that the thumbnail and all the good stuff here is done properly. Alright. Because we're going to be live here for a while doing this. So if you got this game, pull out your game. It's on PS4 right now. And then we're going to do it live, and we're going to do it on a budget, live. I'm not cutting and pasting out here. If it fails, it fails. It goes, it goes. There's nothing more I can do about it. Alright. So I think I got everything in the right place there. All I got to do is now watch to see if I am broke. Let me get out of here for 1 second. Alright. Hang on a second, because I want to load. I'm going to start loading there we go. We gotta load the city that requires a budget. Okay. Let me get back to the board over there and make sure that that is on. All right. Just gotta check one thing, make sure that my voice is coming out okay. Because if it's not transmitting, what are we doing here? Now dang. Hang on a second. As not transmitting, what? Now dang. As all right, I just want to make sure that the voice is coming out okay. Alright, I just want to make sure that the voice is coming out okay. There you go, that's what I wanted to find out. And I'm going to lower the music just a teeny bit here. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got a little thing here going. I want to skip down.
There's a little problem with the route.
Alright. Hang on, because we're supposed to have, we're actually skipped over to another city that was not working. Let me make sure that the right city's on here. Hang on, because okay, here we go. What was I? I'll go lower the music a little. I'm not sure if the music is a little bit loud for you guys, so I'm gonna lower it just a little bit here. How's it? So I hope that's good enough there. Okay, let's get going here. Let's get on the city. Let's get going here. We're actually. All right, here we go. So what we want to do is we're going to begin a new city here, as I said, and we go to the new game. All right. Now you go to the new map. All right. Let me see which city that I had yesterday we were having. It was really doing really good, fantastic. It was doing. Let me see which one was it, because I usually try not to get something extremely complicated here. Let's see here. All right. He's coming down here. I just want to make sure that the highway's near. There's a reason you gotta have a highway near the water source, and I'm gonna break that down for you guys. I think that's the city I had was this in Foggy Hills. Foggy Hills, I think it was that one. So we're gonna move to Foggy Hills. On your settings, you're gonna be doing, we're doing a budget city. So we're not gonna be filling in any little circles down there where it says unlock this, unlock that. We're doing a budget city, so we're gonna have about $70,000 to do this budget city and start on that. All right, let's get rolling on there. Like I said yesterday, we're doing fantastic, and then whammo, the whole thing just crashed, and it didn't make any sense because usually this program doesn't have problems. I never had really any major problems with it, and it just didn't make no sense. And then I realized what I have done. It was actually my fault because I left something in the wrong place on one of the settings. Here we go. Okay, what do we got here? We got the river right here. This is why I wanted to get. See, it's not that far away from the river here. All right. Now look at the way the river's floating here. This is very important. Floating from here down this way. So it's floating from the screen's left. I guess you're looking at the screen. You're looking at the left side, or floating to the right side. That's very important. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it just like yesterday. We're gonna go on the budget and do this the right way. All right. Let's get in there. All right, there you go. So we're gonna put a road in there. I'm gonna go grab a road. All right, so we're gonna grab a road, and man, we're gonna just pull the road right off here, right along the side. The thing is, the road's gonna have to go all the way down by the river. And we're gonna get the road right here, as close as we can. Not too close to the river, because we're gonna have houses and homes in there. So we're gonna come down. And that's your road's going to be right there. Alright. Now, that's you're going to look and see already we spent some money there. We had 70,000 and we spent around 6,000 on that one. Alright, so we got the road in there. We're not going to go crazy by building a grid here. You don't got money. This is very limited money here. You're going to have to really just use up your money as wisely as you can. Now, on here, I'm going to expand this a little bit here. I'm going to drop it right there. And then I want to make sure that these two roads are tied to each other. Alright, so that way traffic can flow okay. Alright, now you're going to move on to the next one. Next step is going to be putting in your water plant. Alright, so let's go to the water plant here. Where's the water plant? There you go. So the water plant, right? Okay, that's the energy plant. Let's go to the water plant here. All right. So there you go. This is right here. This is what you want. All right, this water pumping station. This is basically what you want right now. Get the water pumping station. You're going to come here to the edge of the river. Now, here's the important part. Water pumping station goes here, as far up river you can say as you can put it, which is right here, close to the city. Alright, so you put it right there. Whammo. Alright. Now, move over to the sewer one. This is the one that's going to be putting out the wastewater. What you want to do with that is move it as far as you can to the other side. And there's a reason for that, is you don't want to contaminate your water and people start getting sick. Alright, so you can put it right here. Yeah, you can leave some space in there because you may be able to put other water plants. Right now, you put it right here. Alright. Alright. I'm going to see. Did I put it there? Yeah, I put it there. Alright. So then what we're going to do next is we're going to run some pipes. Alright. Now, it needs some energy. He's complaining about it. It needs energy. I understand. But, you know, right now we need... This is going to cost you some money here because of the distance. Alright. The distance is going to cost you some money here. Alright. But it's going to be okay. Try not to cover too much along the... Just don't get all the way into the water because it wouldn't make any sense for you to cover into the water. And then you're going to get over here to the plant right there, and you're going to tie it right there. Alright, now it doesn't have any power. And this is where we're going to come in with our power station. Alright. Now for power stations, I don't go with windmills. I almost never do anything with the windmills. I will go just with the power plant. Alright, because later on you're going to have a shortage of power if the city continues to get built. Alright, so I put the power station here, so I can get it within the grid of the power of the water source, so I don't have to put in a transmission tower. Right there, so that's within the grid. And now what I do is I'm going to get some transmission lines, you could say, power lines. You can put them on there, and I'm going to run those from here. Where there's you see that entire area, this color in that bluish purple color. That's receiving power. Anything outside is not receiving power. So you don't have to put a transmission tower on everything. Alright, so then you got to take it out there to the stake close here. This is where some of this stuff costs you money. And later on we're going to be cutting back on some of this stuff. Okay, so here you go. You provide the power to the waters. Voila. Alright, so now you got the pumping station. It's got the it's got power, and pretty soon that little lighting thing will disappear. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring in the pipes. Alright, here you go. Let's get those pipes getting in there. Alright, here you go. You're going to tie it into your pipe, and you're going to float right out here, and you're going to cover this entire line with your pipes. Alright, and you're going to make sure this entire line up here got pipes. Alright, right there. Alright, so we're good to go. We got pipes, we got everything. Now we're going to have to do zoning. If you guys are just joining me there on YouTube, if you're joining me out there, be aware that we had a problem yesterday when we were doing this. We were doing the budget city. There was a problem with the budget city, that the budget city ran into a setting problem. And I didn't realize that I had that on there. And it actually killed the city. It had nothing to do with the game. The game doesn't have a bug. Alright, it had nothing to do with me playing it wrong. It had nothing to do with the amount of hospitals or anything like that. It just had that one setting screwed up everything. And I won't get into it because there's something about that setting that I can kind of keep it to myself. I didn't realize it was on. Okay, we're going to do zoning here. So we're going to move over here to zoning. Alright, there you go. Now, over here, since we only got a... we're going to do only one of the... make sure that we're going to get... Let's get the zoning there. Okay, I want to put some businesses right here. I don't want to put business in all that. No. I don't want to put business in all that. I just don't want that. I just want business here. Okay, I don't want that whole line of business there. I want some business right here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and make the road so I can cut this so I don't have to do the entire thing of business. And I'm going to run the road right here. Alright, right around here. I'm going to put a road right there. Going to come down here. Alright. And that's going to give me the two little areas that I want in business. You don't want a lot of business there. What you want now, actually, you don't even want to put business right now. I just realized. Don't even put business there right now. What you're going to do is this. Go to zoning and put houses. Alright. So you're going to put houses right here. Along the entire stretch right here. You're going to put houses in there. Alright. You put houses in there, all on that stretch. Alright. Do not put houses there. And you're going to put some houses over here. Now, let me see what we're going to... Let's move it over here this side. Okay, I still don't want to put a lot of houses there, because here's the thing about it. You're going to have to destroy them. And I'll tell you, and as you see the game develop, you're going to see why you're going to have to destroy them. Alright. Alright, here we go. So, there you go. That's the little corner that I wanted to do some businesses right in there. That's what I wanted to get, that little look right there. There you go. So we're set to go there. That is the entire enchilada right there in a nutshell. Alright. We should have power and everything in there. We got the sewage, we got the water, And we got the entire 9 yards in there. Let's see how things are cooked up over here. Over here, what you're going to have is commercials. You're going to now don't put the commercials now. All right. And the reason I say don't put the commercials now is because the power needs to come up here to tie to the commercial. And if you don't have houses here, what happens is you got no power there. Let me see if that. There you go. The first house starts being built. All right. We're good to go. Let's put another house right here. Let me come over here. And we'll put a house right there. Another zoning there for houses. There you go. We got our first houses being built. All right. Everybody's there, building their homes. All right. There you go. Yeah, nice homes, huh? $1 million homes. Well, I don't know if it's $1 million. Nowadays, it could be $1 million home. Just about any home nowadays could be $1 million. I've actually seen people. I have friends of mine that have homes, and I'm really surprised at how the market has gotten in some places where it's really outrageous to buy a house nowadays. Yeah. Where a house that used to basically cost $100,000 a couple of years ago is going for almost $500,000 nowadays. Like, what the heck happened to the market? So it's a good market. It's a good seller's market, I guess. You know how that goes. It goes up and down. But it all depends on what part of the country it tells. Here you go. We got the entire place growing. We got people moving in. Right now, there's no businesses. I don't got no factories being built yet. All right, the factory zoning is there. As you can see, I got the zoning in there. It's just nothing being built right now. Let me make sure I got the water also turned on here on the factory side. Do I get the water there? Yeah, I got the water going. Everything's going there. So let that go. It takes a while for the factories to get going. So it usually takes a little while there to go. But as long as you got the homes, you got stuff going. Now you're going to notice we are already over the budget. Let's go look at the budget here. Okay, let's go make a look here at the budget. There you go. Here we go. Let me see. Yeah. All right, as you can see, we are $1,317 over the budget. All right. We're getting zero income. We cannot raise taxes at this point. The game has to have more people. I believe it's up to 4,000 or something like that. However, you can. I think it's not 4,000, about 440 something. I think it is. Anyway, even at that point, you really don't want to mess around with the taxes too much right now. Not right now. There's no need to it. Yesterday, I survived all the way up. I was making positive income all the way up to 2,000 or something, and I still had it around 9%. I think I only lowered it down to 8% on the homes, and that was it. So here we go. The houses are growing, and we have a little cutoff on the pipeline here. Make sure when you see that little water drop, that means you have a cutoff on the pipeline. Make sure you have the right. Well, make sure that I got enough water there. Oh, just because he fell right on the little hole right there. Not to worry, we're gonna put a little pipe in there for him. So make him a happy camper. Just run a pipe right there. What I do is I like to tie these pipes. I don't like to leave them like that. I gotta tie the pipe to another pipe. There you go. That should provide him with the water he needs. That's gonna go off pretty soon there, where you're gonna see that little area just clear out soon. I hope go clear. Why is it not clearing? I don't know. We got water in there, and the water station is on. Yeah, pumping water. Yeah, it's going away. It went away, and the other one picked up. I don't tell me that the other one is not in the right place. Yeah, the other one's in the right place. There we go. They're all gone now. Alright, so let's check out if our sewer system is working. The wasted water waste. There it is, working great. So it's all working pretty good. And let me get out the pipes because I don't want to lay any new pipes here. Alright, now remember, every time you lay in pipes and you're putting in more sewage and more electrical and more stuff is stuff, and that doesn't cost much money. But when you really get into the police stuff and the schools and hospitals, that goes kind of bunker. Here you go. We're already doing really good here. We're getting 103 people just moved in, and we're getting pluses here. This is good. The budget's not going to be good at this time. We got to get commercials. What we're doing is waiting for the city to build up a little bit here. The commercial zoning is there, so it's no problem. All right. Excuse me. So we allow that to work out, and I'm trying to get the houses all the way out here built up, and before I start to do the zoning for the commercial business. Okay, so we're going to get that going soon. We're just going to allow that to get going with the houses, and more people are going to start moving in and building their homes. What we're going to do is we're going to speed up the game now. I have it on first gear, you can say. I'm going to step it on to second gear. Let's move it up to second gear. All you do is hold down your little toggle button, the little button on the left hand side where you control everything, all the action, moving around, all that. That little button there that does this stuff, hold it down and you're going to see the speeds. If you hold it down, you'll see the little speed arrows that start going more and more and more. There's 3 different settings, and then there's a pause. If I go like that, and if I hold it down, I'm going to pause. If I hold it down, I'm going to go to 3. If I hold it down, I'll go to 1. And if I'll hold it down again, and I'll go to 2. This is what you want. About a 2 setting. For right now, what you want is to go up to about 2, around the level 2 there. There you go. People are beginning to move in. The moving trucks coming in there. Maybe even a factory coming in here soon. All right. And still the factories are still kind of late. There you go. First factory has appeared. I thought they were going to be really lazy, but no, they're there. There you go. There's your little factories right there. Good, huh? So we got their factories moved in there, and they're doing absolutely great, huh? So factories are in there, the houses are in there, and this is what's going to happen now. You know, it's bad news for the people live here. This place here that I'm putting here on this side here, if you go back to the map here, this whole side on this side here is probably going to be for factories. And then on this side, we'll start moving into commercials and this kind of stuff. But this is as the town grows. The reason I say this is probably going to be a little bad for the people who live there, because eventually those people will not be able to stay in that area anymore, because the pollution coming out of the factories will just overcome them. And they will start complaining about it. And then what you do, you have to start demolishing some of their homes. Okay, we're still on a positive here. Now here's a great thing. If you look at the budget, all right, right there where it says 19,499. Right next to it, there's that little red one. Okay, that little red one says 913. All right, but it's going down, which means we're going to go into a positive. All right, we're going to start making money, and this is the problem is most people, what they end up doing when they make these kind of cities is they start losing money right away, and they don't know how to budget, they don't know how to get back in there. It's because I haven't overexpanded. I didn't try to make this multi-billion-dollar city and gone crazy. There's people out there that kind of fool themselves. They they kind of mess around with their channels and do some editing and this kind of stuff and move some of the graphics around. They do it on purpose just to get a lot of little hits in there. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I'm playing as it is. If it did that yesterday, it just busted, and that was, like I say, it was. I'm almost guarantee you that was the setting that was wrong. It happens. If I bust, I bust. I'm just going to here. You got to be honest about this thing. In order for people to learn the right way here. So we got 2 factories in here. As you can see, we got 2, 3 factories, 4 factories, a 4th one now, another one being built. That's 5 factories there, around 6 factories we got in there. All right, the factories right now have reached their limit. All right, not to worry about that. What we're going to do is since the factories, let's go see how much houses we got here on the road here. Houses are beginning to build up, which is great. Okay, you don't want to overexpand your factories, because then you don't have enough workers. All right. You still got to get some people for the houses. What I'm still going to put, I'm going to put another road here. All right, and what I'm going to do is extend it here a little bit, and then I'm going to bring in some factories in here. One more factory road, I guess. I don't want to go too far with factories there. So I'll put there. There you go. I'm going to make that entire area. I'll put some more factories in there. Let's go back over here. Let me go back. Go zoning is what I want to go. There you go, zoning. So I'll put in a factory in there, and we'll put one here, small factory, and we'll zone this for factory and zone this for factory. There you go. So we got everything zoned there for factory. So if they need more factories, they will be built. Everything looking good here. All right, that road over there is cut off later on as things get start improving. You can say we can change those around. Okay, let's see where the houses are at right now. Okay, how's that going? All right, housing is good. As you can see, you see that big blue line there? There's no commercials. All right, there's nothing commercial on there. That's because the power hasn't reached over there yet. I may have to run some power down here and put the commercial, because I don't want people complaining. We don't have nothing. We don't have no stores. So let me put a store, and I'll just make them happy. Put a store in there. There you go. There's one store area right there, and I'll put one there across the street there. There you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give me some transmission towers. Let's go get the transmission towers. Where's transmission towers? Right there. So we're going to get some electrical towers here. Power lines, some people call power line transmission towers. I'm in the water section here. All right, here you go. One transmission tower. Let me bring the transmission tower from here, which is already connected. And I'm going to pull it right up here. All right. And I'm going to try to pull that right in there. There you go. Now they're going to have power. All right. There you go. So that's going to provide the power they need to run their commercial stuff, and this is probably going to improve the housing situation. where more and more houses are going to be built. As you can see, more houses already are being built here. All right. So we're moving around here where our budget continues to improve. We're now down to $454. All right. As you can see, it's getting better and better. We're going to start going into a positive budget. This is what you want to see, positive budget. All right. People, don't forget, if you really like this game, the donation. I got donation on here. You can make donations on there. PayPal and all the other stuff you can make on there. You scroll to the top of your part. You're going to see if you're on PlayStation, not a PlayStation. If you're on YouTube, you'll see the little button up there for donation. It should be there. I'm sure I put it there. So here we go. All right. Let's see what we got going here. So there you go. We got the house. Oh, did you see the new business came up? We just have new companies showing up here. All right. Now what I can do is I can expand this more and more this way. And I have to make some cutoff roads here. Not some roads, more like streets. We got avenues and streets, and we gotta sometimes put in the streets and avenues, because then you're gonna end up messing it up. All right, now the factories are doing they're basically all filled in. All the areas are filled in with factories. And let me see how the houses are going before I add anything else on houses here. All right. Alright, houses pretty good. I got a whole row of houses, and the problem is I'm gonna have to grid this out. Okay, so I gotta be careful here. Let me get out to a road because I don't need to grid this out pretty soon. So I wanna, sorry dude, I'm gonna have to grid this out. Alright, and what I want to get ready to pull some new roads and new stuff out here, out to the grid. And we're probably gonna pull a road through there. Maybe not. And I'm going along the back of the houses there. I mean, about the businesses there, and I'll tie that road. Let me try it right. Okay, I'm gonna tie that road right here. There you go. Alright. So I'm not gonna zone that yet. Alright. Now I'm just looking at what I got here. We gone positive. See, most people at this time of the game, right around this time, they would have gone bankrupt. Alright, we're now in positive territory. We're making 222, and it continues to move up. Alright, so we're making money. That's because I haven't gone crazy trying to build up some exotic design that I want to put out, and like do all these other guys out there. You know what I mean? So here we go. We want to get a road out here. Alright, I'm still not zoning anything out here. They're just, these roads don't even have. There's no water on these roads. Alright. And then, now talking about water, I'm gonna have to go and investigate to see if I have enough water running on this area right here. Yeah, I got water coming in there, no problem. I got water. I got one little spot missing water right there. Alright, not to worry, we're gonna pull the pipe out here. Alright, and try to be very sparing with these pipes. You don't want to really get a lot of pipes in there, because it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to keep the water flowing. Alright, there you go. So that's good there. It wasn't a good job that I did in there, but it's fair enough, you can say, as we move in there. Hey, we got Blue 6 out there joining us. Blue 6, hey, I hope you're doing good out there, man. Blue 6, I'd like to tell you that yesterday we had a little situation with if you were following me yesterday, we had a problem with the building in the city here, and that's because I had a wrong setting. I don't know if one time you were seeing me, I was playing what's that game that I was playing? It was one of the shooting games I was playing out there. Ghost Recon. And all the people were getting killed. Not my guys, all the bad guys were getting killed like right away, like bing bang boom boom boom. They were just falling like flies, and there's nothing they could have done to kill me. They couldn't kill me. And it was because of a setting. The setting was wrong. It was wrong somewhere. I don't get into that setting. I don't never talk about that setting. And what happened was I had the wrong setting again. Here we go. Congratulations, you guys just made some big bucks here. And we're allowed to put taxes in all 9 yards. All right, let me pull that back there. So this thing was set to go. The whole thing was great. I mean, yesterday was doing great. We had a $2,000 positive flow coming in, more than $2,000, and the entire city crashed. And I'm almost 100% sure it was that setting. And that's why I couldn't, no matter what I did, I could add 1 million hospitals. I will never fix the problem. I could add all the water supply. I could have never fixed the problem. All right, so now today we're actually playing without that setting, and we should be okay to go here. Okay, let's go here. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got more factories being built over here. And let me check over here. See, okay, we're gonna do some zoning here of some of these factories. Okay, because it seems like they're gonna get crowded up pretty soon here. Now remember, you're gonna have a waste problem here soon. You're gonna have to put a some kind of a waste area. All right. So I'm trying to keep all my factories on this side. And already we're reaching out here to this end over here. And what I'm gonna do here is pull in. Since I'm growing okay, things are fine. I'm gonna put another road back here. All right. Let's bring in another road right over here. Alright, that should be right there. And we're going to come in behind these houses and we're going to connect that road. Don't go too crazy putting roads in every place. This is another key to this game. Don't make a bunch of short blocks. If you start making short blocks, you're going to have problems because you got to have more and more roads, and this is going to cost you, in the long run, is going to cost you a lot more money. Taxes, the upkeep of the roads is going to cost you money. Alright, so we got a road there. I have not zoned this area yet, and we're about to zone this area. Alright, let me go back out here, and we're going to make another road right in there. Alright, let me make sure I come right about here. That's what I want to do. Alright, and we're just going to tie that in right there. Alright, so we're making a bit of a grid pattern here. And then we're going to pull this one here. And we'll tie it right around. Well, we got some rocks in the way here. We're going to have to see these rocks here. When you see that problem, you got to take them out. So you press your square on your PlayStation, little square button. And that's going to bring up the construction button. That little blue thing there, it's right there on top of the rock. You press your X. See you later. You put it right there on top of the blue. Hit X. It's gone. Here you go. Now go over there, pick up your road. And just come across here. Alright, now you go all the way across because we're going to be putting a road all the way up here. Alright. And then go ahead and take your road there and finish it off. And bring in another one. Now you can do the double boulevard and better roads when you get the money. Right now you don't have the money for that. Alright, so we're doing good. And now what we can do is we can expand this. Right here, we're going to expand our commercial capabilities. Alright, and what you're going to do is you're going to put a bit of a, you're going to be able to tie this road here, and we're going to have a better grid here as we go right there. There you go. Alright, now here we got a little bit of situation that developed here, and that's in some ways is my fault because I should have actually put a road here before I actually did it. And you know what, we're going to have to probably do it. They're not going to be happy what I'm going to do here next, but it is what it is, people. And we have a rock there. Do we have a rock there? No way, we have a rock there. Hang on. Oh, that's also, I also got the transmission towers there. No worry, I'm going to have to figure a way out of here. Possibly I'm going to have to dynamite this entire road. I'm not going to be worried about it right now because I still got to build up all this oil. So here we go. Look, now we got, let's see how far the residential area is doing fantastic. The housing situation is, look, we're already in a positive. Alright, we are doing positive stuff here now. We're getting around $1,384. So we're moving up. Okay, that means we're getting money. Alright, okay, check this out here. What do we got here? We got a complaint going on here. We got some kind of a complaint going on here. What do they got here? Probably some, oh yeah, they're complaining about the pollution. They're not happy about the pollution. This entire road here, you can pretty much, if you wanted to right now, you could blow it up. You can move these houses out of here and start putting more factories in there. Alright, so probably going to do that next before we add more houses over here. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hit the box, and I want to start taking this entire section where everybody's just complaining here, and move them out of here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on pause. Make sure you put that on pause right away, because if you don't, they're going to build houses right away now. Especially we're in a tight budget here, tight housing market. And now what you do is you're going to rezone. Okay, you're going to go back and you're going to rezone here. There you go. All right, you're going to go in there and you're going to rezone the entire thing. All right. So you're going to rezone. There you go. That's rezoned right there. And we're going to rezone that one. And we're good to go. Because I think that's a factory right there. Yes. No, that's actually somebody's. You can actually destroy that one too. Alright. So let me come over here. And I want to destroy this little place right here. And these little houses right here. And I want to rezone. I want to rezone that. Alright. Right there. Alright. So it's basically... There you go. Now that should be all rezoned for houses. I mean for our businesses. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to put our row of houses. We're going to start putting some houses in here. Alright. Now this place here has to be corrected. Okay. So I'm going to put houses right now on this. And here's the thing is, we got to put water in there. So I got to go back. Get yourself some water. Water pipelines, very important. Alright, so let me go back here. I'll start from here. And we're going to start putting some water right up here. Bring in a pipeline. Alright. And we're going to cross right here. And because this was already angled, we just don't want to waste a lot of pipe here. The whole thing is don't put extra pipes where you don't need them. I'm not going to go all the way out here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not going to go there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here. Alright. And then I'm going to cut over here. You know, your pipes don't have to look like really like a grid. It just make sure that everything is covered. And you tidying it right back to another pipe, which is always helpful. Alright, now we're going to come, we got this little area in here. We don't need to put pipes in there yet. Okay, but I'm going to put one more roll of pipe because I can see there's going to be an area if I put houses in there. It's not going to get covered. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here. Alright. And then I want to come back over here. I just finish off the piping here. How's that? Alright. And of course we got one dead area in here. All we got to do is bring a pipe from there. Let me see. Right there. And just bring it up here. You don't have to go bananas. As soon as you see the nearest pipe, just slide. I don't think I got attached to it. That's what happened. All right, hang on. Okay, we'll bring it here. Bring it here. And I'll just put it right there. There you go. As I'm trying to get the pipe. There you go. Everything should be floating okay there. Alright, now we can go ahead and rezone for housing and the whole thing we want to do here. Let's check out the situation with the businesses. Alright. Now, I want to make sure that I rezone there because I'm sure I put the zoning on that way, but I don't see no factories being built there yet. I want to see what the situation there is. Let me go back here. The rezone. I'm sure that... Okay, that's supposed to have been zoned in for... Okay, that should be zoned. That is home for housing. That is zoned for that. Alright. Alright. Let me go back out here. So we're going to put some... we're going to bring in a couple rows of houses in there. So we're going to go to the green here, which is going to be the houses. And we're going to put those in there. And this is going to start really helping your budget here. Because they start paying taxes in the whole 9 yards. Alright. And we're going to go all the way out here. And put that right there. There you go. Alright. So that's taken care of. Alright. And that's taken care of with him. So the housing and the electrical is in there. Now we just have to wait here. Now, let's see where we're at. Now, commercial-wise, we're okay here. Alright. And let's see what's going on with our budget here. Oh, we have the stuff on pause. Make sure to take it out of pause because it's never going to go anywhere. Alright. Because I had it on pause, making sure that I could put in the commercial. There was no. That's why the commercial wasn't. The factories were not growing over here because I had it on pause. Now you can see the houses going up right away. There's a housing crisis here. There's a shortage on houses. You see that red. You see that green over there. How long it is. So you see the houses are being built like. Oh man, they're being built like 1,000 by the way. A bunch of houses all at one time. There you go. Everybody's building houses. They're in a rush to build houses. See all the moving trucks coming in. Oh, the moving trucks coming in there. So there you go. All the houses are being built in, and also we got the companies being filled in here. It's going to get more complaints. I already see a complaint coming in. This is the trash complaint. That means you don't have a place to dump trash. No problem. We're going to find that right now. You go away here because I knew that was going to happen. I was just holding it to whenever they complain about it before I add it. Okay, I'm not going to add it because I want my budget to get as much money as I can. So we're going to get a place here where they can dump the trash. Okay, and here's a thing with this. This is kind of important. If you put it near housing, they're going to be really mad at you. We'll take a road And we're going to expand this road a little bit here. And try to put it a little far away. And now we can go ahead and bring in this place where they can dump their trash. Alright, let me see if I can get in there. There you go. So I'm going to pull it out here. I'll try to get it all the way out here, where it's out of people's way. And put it right there. It's not far away, but you know, my plan is this. See, I already have a plan for the city. Alright. My plan is to make this entire zone here for factories. Alright. For type of factory and this kind of stuff. Now, as you can see, we got somebody sick there. Now, you see, here's where the money starts getting. You got to start budgeting and doing stuff. We need to get some medical facilities, so we're going to put in a small medical facility in here, make them happy, because now they all start getting sick on you. There you go, everybody's happy now. Alright. Now, when you see the situation with the police, you're going to have to go and start adding some stuff for the police in there. These people here, they start getting sick, and some of this stuff, it's because of the pollution from the factories, all right? But that's gonna, if they, you know, I'm gonna start clearing that out there. Our budget right now is growing. It's not shrinking. It's growing. All right, we're actually making, we're getting more people here. All right, so I'm gonna swing over here to the commercial area. And I had a little situation develop here, and that's because of the road situation, the way I had it set up. All right. I have this houses. I ended up zoning the houses. See, I made that by mistake. I ended up zoning the houses right in the area where the road had to go. So now, unfortunately, I may have to destroy those houses, those businesses, and redo another zone there for commercial. But it doesn't matter, people. Well, before I do that, what I want to do is I want to make sure that all this. I want to see if I have already my two-lane highways. Two-lane highways already are available. This is what you need, because if not, you're going to have a lot of traffic here. Alright, you can put the nice ones. I don't know if I have a nice ones available still. Let me see, what is that? They're expensive. These are expensive. Okay. Let me see what I got here. That one there, I don't see what it says it's 60. That's a $60 for each of these little cubes in here. That's an expensive one. Let me see if I can bring in a two-lane highway without the, this is a one-way two-lane highway. And I don't want to bring that one in. Alright. We're going to leave it like that for now. Alright. But that I'm going to have to change. There. What that now is the flow of traffic is not correct. We got that going there now. It is not correct. Okay, so the housing, you can see we got buildings still going up. And let's check out the factories here. See how the factories are doing. Now, because we have this little space in there, let's rezone. We're going to rezone that, and we're going to add some more factories in there. I'm not going to make short blocks. I want to make some longer blocks. So let me grab another street here. And I want to do is I'm going to put the block on this side here. And I want this in here to be factories. And I'm going to make some longer blocks, because if you start making them short blocks, you're going to be paying for it later. Alright, and what I mean by that is, it's the roads. You gotta have to pay every time you put roads in. It's gonna cost you money for the upkeep. And then you go across. All right, I'm gonna come behind here, and this eventually will be tied there. There you go. We got 900 people already moved into the city. Everybody's happy. So far, everybody's happy. Look, not a complaint in sight. Nobody's complaining about anything. So that's what you want. You want nobody complaining about things. Now, I could bring a road in here. But, like I say, I'm trying to make as little as I can in roads. So let me get a road from here. And we're just going to tie that here. Alright, make sure that... we can go a little crooked there. Alright. And then what we're going to do there is we're going to zone that for businesses. I mean, for factories and this kind of stuff. So let me go to zoning here. There you go. Put in the zoning in there for factories. There you go. And we'll put that. We're putting factories on this side here. And I don't know what kind of factories are going to be able to fit in there, but I'll put whatever I can. Maybe something will fit in there. And then we'll put more factories in here. All right. So that's good to go there. I want to make sure that this road here extends, as you can say. I don't want it being here because then they're going to block you out. So I'll just put it here, but I'm not going to zone anything on there, and I'll zone next to it. I'll end up, hang on, what's this? The zone is the wrong one. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to put it right here. Alright, and I'll put another one there. I'll keep a little space between the houses. Right now, I'll keep a little space between the houses and the factories. Not sure what we're going to do with that. Okay. And right now our population is 997. People have moved in, and we're still getting a positive flow of money. Alright, so that's good. That's all good. We're still getting a positive flow of money. Everything is floating pretty good. And factories are coming in right away. So there is a need for, factories there. Alright. So there you go. You see the city being built up there. Just keep an eye on complaints. As you can see, we have 0 complaints here. We just got people. What you see, those little pop-up there, those people moving in. New people come into the city. Alright. We still got a positive flow of people moving into the city. And our budget is still on a positive move. Yep, still moving positive way. Alright, the factories will start adding money to your to the budget here. Okay, so more factories go up, the more money you're gonna make. Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna leave that there going. And let's see how the housing situation is here. Housing situation is pretty good. It's pretty basic. You see, no, that's no problems with the housing. Still, we got areas that can be developed in there. Let me see if I got an area on this side that needs housing. Okay, I'll put some houses because we might be running out of room there. So I'm gonna add some houses there. All right, and we'll let that develop there as it goes. What I might end up doing here, that's why I haven't done anything here. Let me see, right here, I'm kind of leaving it open because I might end up putting a double road in there. Not for right now. Alright. Now, this situation is still bugging me, is this. And I hate to do the nasty here, but I'm going to have to do it. And that means I'm going to have to take out all this commercial out of here. It's because my road got blocked in. And I shouldn't have done that. Let me get a road going out because I want to make a road over here anyway. Because that's the road that's going to tie into those other roads. And it becomes almost like a boulevard here. Alright. Alright. So what I'm gonna do here is I hate to do it to these guys, but there's probably gonna be no other choice to do there. Let me expand the road all the way out here. I got a little bit of money I can spend. Alright. And that will give me there. Alright. So what I wanna do is I'm going to have to dynamite this entire area right here, including this house. So I'm gonna have to pause this. Alright. This entire thing was a mistake. You don't put houses in front of this major road here coming off the highway, because you're gonna have a heck of a bottleneck there. Alright, so what I gotta do now is I'm gonna have to remove this entire road, and then I'm gonna have to rezone over here with commercial. But before I do that, let me rezone already the commercials on that side. But I gotta make sure that I have water. Let me make sure that I have the water for it. Alright. Yeah, let's go look for the water. Okay, we got water all the way up there. We get to add more water. Let me see if I can get all the water coverage. And there you go. Alright. So we got the water. Let me see if it's floating. If it's not floating, I'm gonna have to tie it into the pipe down there. And I don't think it might be going. I think it won't flow until I tie it into the pipe. So let me go down here. So we get a circulating water. There you go. That should get the water going okay now. Okay, now we're gonna have to do the nasty here. And first, before I do that, let me start doing my reassignment of my commercial stuff. But I want them to see something here. I know I made a grid right here because we want to get some houses in here. Alright. And I want to get some couple of blocks in there of houses before I do the commercial stuff. So let me go back to the road here. Alright. Let me see what I get here going. Because I don't want to... You want to make sure you get the right blocks in here. Alright. I'm not gonna go and put houses all the way up to the road there because it starts creating a traffic jam. And the best thing you do is you come back here and you make a bit of a chord. Okay, is what you do. And then this road here, since you know that's going to possibly be there's going to be more factories in there, you have to keep an eye on that. Let's see, I'll just put that there. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to come back up here. May come right around here, and I want to put some houses along here. Alright, the houses are going to go there. And it's just getting houses in there. Here it doesn't matter if you got these spaces, like these little dead spaces. Don't worry too much about it, because this is may be the city here, and you may end up taking some of this place out, putting factories and stuff in there. Alright, this is the only problem that we have is right here. And over here, of course, we're going to bring in more house. Well, let's not do that because we got a highway there. Let's get rid of this entire board. Let's put the entire thing on pause. And now we're going to get rid of the entire board right there. Alright, so here we go. We're going to take all these businesses here. And let me see, I'm on pause? No, I'm not. Make sure you're on pause when you do this, because they're going to start building commercial areas right away. You know, just make sure you pay back the money that they spend on their business. For your mistake. Oh, my mistake. Here we go. So we got there you go. Now we're going to do this the right way. Now we're doing it the right way. Okay. Now I can go ahead and expand my businesses, my zoning in the right place there. Alright. There you go. Now I can give them back, if they want to go, I'll give them a discount on the property, you can say. And I'll put the commercials in here. Alright, I'll put some commercials on this side. And I'll put some commercials. I don't want houses being built there. Commercials being built. I don't want all that commercial being built there. I think for right now, that's fine. But as you see, now we have a clear area. Let me put it out of... Alright, I took it out of pause. And we're good to go there. Alright. So the commercials are going to come back. They'll come back. So what I want to do now, let me check out to see what is going on as far as the companies go. Alright, company-wise, we're okay. They're going up right now. As you can see, more factories are coming up. So they're good on that side there. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, what do we got here? Oh, we have a little problem with water. Not to worry. Let's go fix the situation with water. Let me see. I don't see why. How can they have a problem with water? What is that? Oh, their water tower is not being supplied with water. How you like that? They put water tower. I didn't notice they did that. Let me get a pipe there for these guys, because they put a water tower. It makes me spend money now putting a water tower to help their water tower. They're not connected. Let me get... I'll just move in from here. Let me connect the water for them. Yeah, you gotta be nice to your people, because if you're not... That should get in the water zone now. That's all right there. Got the water. They're in the water zone now. They're happy now. Okay. So as far as the business go, it's pretty good right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue to develop this area for business. For factories is what we got. And then we're going to go back out here and we're going to start filling this. And you see the commercials, they popped up right away. Now, wait a minute. That should have never happened. I don't want commercials stuck in the middle. I want this an open road here. I'm going to have to widen up this road here. Let me go and rezone on that. Because there should not be any kind of commercials here. And let me pause that. Let me see, what has it been assigned to? Because I don't remember assigning that to anything. It must have been assigned to these guys. Yeah. This is one thing. I don't know if you can unzone. Well, we'll leave it there now. They're not here in the middle. They're not. And we'll leave it like that. Let me get some rows in here so we can start doing the other part of our homes there. And what I want to do is I want to bring a road in here. right around here. And we're gonna go back up here. Alright. Not that far. Just up here just so you can make another turn. And fill that in right there. And it's like a little chord is what we're making there. Alright. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some houses in there. Alright. So rezone, get yourself some houses. Alright, we're gonna put some houses. Wait a minute, make sure we get houses. Okay, there we go. So we put our houses in here. Houses over here. Behind the commercials, put houses. This entire area is gonna be houses. Alright. There you go. And we'll keep some houses in there. I have a bit of a separation between the companies and between the houses and the factories. I may keep that separation going because it may help out with the pollution problem. Do you see that right there? That's a mask. Okay, what is that? What that's telling you is there's a problem with crime. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go and look for a police station. Alright. So let's go see if we can get a police station. I'm not sure if we can get a police station at this point. Alright. Because I don't see the, oh, here it is. There it is. I say, what? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're going to get a police station here. And I think we got to put it somewhere here where it's like in the middle of all this. Would it help the community, help out the factories, and everybody will have a little bit of police protection. Don't add police protection to your grid or anything. And now, if you're out there, you're an expert on this, you're probably in the wrong place. Don't add police protection to any of this until it's needed, until people ask for it. Because if you add police protection, what's going to happen is you're wasting your budget really fast. Everything's going out. You see how much money that costs? It costs a lot of money. A lot of the money that I had saved up, it's gone. I'm down to $6,000 in there. Alright. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. Don't forget to subscribe, people, as we go on here. You see here, we got no complaints. Everybody's happy. We got a positive flow of cash. This is the important part. Positive flow of cash. Alright, that means if I continue to go the way I'm going, I can develop the city, make it grow, and we're going to be making more and more money off of here. But you gotta do it the right way. You can't go crazy and try to make a bunch of crazy designs at the beginning until you know and get the feel for the game, and you know what works and doesn't work. This is a very simple city almost, and but you see, by now a lot of people might have gone bankrupt because they're just packing the city with too many things, too many you could say fire stations or police stations. I don't put a fire station, I don't put a hospital, and I don't do any of that until somebody calls for it, and then I know it's time to put one. But try to save money. We got a little bit of situation. You can see we got a fire going there. Now we're going to go and put this fire station. Okay, don't worry about it. The whole place is not going to burn down. All right. So let me go find me a nice. Oh, I'll make sure. This is the thing is I don't have enough money for a fire station, but no problem. I got right now. I'm able to get a loan. Okay, so I can go over here. Let me go back over here. Alright. And I can get a small loan going here, which will pay for the fire station. Alright. There you go. Let me see. Oops. I pressed the loan. I pressed the button for loan. Alright. Alright, there we go. So we're going to get a loan for like $20,000 there. Alright. So we're going to put it on pause here. Before we get because if not, the money might go in for something else. Get yourself the fire station. And if it's in near the industry, this is the location. There you go. Okay. And now we got one police station, one fire station, and we also got a medical center. That should be right now for the population that we have. We should be okay with that, and we have positive flow of money. All right. So things are looking good. Houses are being built. No sweat. Houses are being built. There you go. See the nice houses being built there. All right. All the houses are being built, and we got a little bit of commercials in there. I'm not going overboard with the commercial stuff. Everything's pretty balanced right now as it is, and I'm just going to look at the situation with the housing. Let me get this out of pause because I have it on pause. Here you go. We're going to just see how it develops here on housing. Let me check to see what the situation is as far as companies go. Okay, the companies need to expand. We need to get some more companies in there. No problem. This guy cut me off my road because I'm about to put a road there, but I don't want to destroy that business. No sweat. We'll put another road in there, and we'll bring another road in there. All right, and we're gonna keep this little design that I got going here going. Alright, and we're gonna go in here. Alright, not too close because you can't put big business if you put it too close. There you go. And I want to keep the traffic within the industry area. I don't want it bleeding out too much to the roads out there. Alright, so I don't want to. I can't cut that off because it's too short there. So that will have to be a road. Let me continue to expand the road on this side here. What I want to do is now go around the shore here and expand the road down here, possibly all the way down to the end here. Alright, now we got a bit of a grid going on here. Alright, and we're gonna come out here. Like I said, don't put necessary connection. Don't connect too much stuff because you start creating a traffic jam. You want the cars to go inside, mainly inside your factory areas. Here you go. This is an area you want them to really stay in there. Alright, and you go ahead and you build another one there. Remember, the roads are going to cost you money for the upkeep, so don't go crazy building roads. Alright, we're good to go there. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to zone there for some factories. Okay, let's get in there for some factories in there. So we're going to zone for factories. Before we zone for factories, make sure we got the water in there. Let's see what kind of situation we got with water in there. We have a couple areas that are not filled in, so we're going to fill those in right now. Alright, we're going to go across that, and we'll just come right up here. Like I said, I don't want to add water to places that require more pipe than what you need. Limit the amount of pipes you put in. Trust me, people. If not, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg. Alright, there you go. That's enough pipes there. Alright, so we got the water, and here's what you guys a little bit of problem building. We need to put an educational system because people need to get skill, laborers, and all this. So it's time to put in a school and this kind of stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's put this on pause. Alright, let me go find to see what do we got available for schools and this kind of stuff. Okay, we got one elementary school, and we can put that in there. They're going to be happy when you put it in the school, but it's going to cost you money. Schools will cost you money. Let me see if I can get it right in there. I'll put it right there. Okay, we got a school going. Alright, and then we're going to go back, and what we're going to do is we're going to put more housing because the housing situation is getting a little tight here. So we're going to add more houses in there as we continue to build our city here. Alright, now as you can see, I'm leaving a bit of a separation here. Alright, actually right here, I'll leave it for there for now. I was going to put nothing there. Actually, I was going to leave nothing there because I wanted to leave the factories. I wanted them to be separated from the house. As you can see, houses are going up right away. All right, that's because the housing is kind of. We need to add more houses there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll turn this into a bit of a housing here for houses in this area. And what I'll do is I'll leave the other side over there for factories. Alright, that's going to be enough, I think, for houses right now. For now. Don't overdo the housing situation. Commercial-wise, we're going to have to expand commercial-wise here. Alright. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around here, this entire road. Let me take this road right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand it. I'm going to bring this road out here. There you go. 1,400 people have moved into the city here. And that reminds me, I gotta fix some of the situation with the taxes. Give them a little tax break, you could say. Make them happy. So there you go. Alright. So what we're gonna do, what do we have now? We got everything. I think we got water. Everything is provided. It's got water in there. And we're good to go. Alright, here's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put a commercial area right in here. Alright. Add a little bit, but here I don't got to worry about it. I still got commercial space. Let that develop before I do anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a road out here before I get cut off. And I want to put a road out here. Alright. I just want to put a road out here before I start getting cut off. Alright. From this commercial stuff. Alright. Because what happens is sometimes I'll start building roads. As you can see, my blocks are pretty long blocks. I'm not trying to build a lot of roads here because it's going to eat up your budget. Alright. Let me get this road out here. Alright, now what we're gonna do is turn this into like a major connection here. Alright, and that will be right up here. There you go. Alright, so you got this going there. Alright, on this side we just keep an eye on these factories here, because we're gonna start bringing our factories out here. This area here, if I can remind myself, I want to leave this without putting any factories. I want to leave a space between the factories and the commercial areas. Alright, so I want to see if I can develop all this in here with factories, but don't put nothing here. Alright, so we'll see how that goes there. Let me go over here and pick up more stuff for commercials. More factories, I mean. And we're going to put some factories in here. Alright. And maybe one layer back here. And then what I want to do is, like I said, I want to leave this area. I want to leave like a little distance between areas in there. Alright. And all this is basically factories. Alright. You may see a worker shortage because of the amount of factories zoning that I'm adding. Just don't overdo it. Alright. There you go, just leave it like that. What I want to do is I'm leaving this area in here with nothing there. Alright, and that'll be a separation between the factories and the commercial areas. Alright, commercial areas, things are moving on the commercial area. You see houses are still being built. Okay, and that's still moving. The situation right now as far as population goes, well, we're about 1,500, over 1,500. And we still got a positive cash flow. This is what we want, positive cash flow. We got fire, we got police station, we got our first elementary school, so the place is growing. All right. And commercial-wise, we got some of the commercial-wise still okay. All right, we got 2 main roads heading this way because we'll be looking at future planning here. Future planning is possibly going to be, this is the way I look at it. All right, future planning. I believe that what we're going to have on this side is mainly the factories are going to be on this side. Alright, you gotta, I think the best thing to do is, so you don't have a lot of complaint with people, pollution and this kind of stuff, leave some buffering zone between the factories and the commercial areas. Okay, the residential area. So when I get out here and I build a road, I'm going to try to leave a buffering area in here. Alright, where I separate the entire neighborhood here from the factories. Alright, and maybe what I'll do is this, you can call this area maybe more like a factory town. Alright, which will be connected to the main up here. I'm thinking that this may be the area where you'll put the city will start growing here, the what's called the bigger residential areas and office buildings. And you can start it because you can move some traffic now from here. You'll be able to move traffic up here. Alright, and then you leave like a bit of a buffing zone in here as you develop this area, because later on you'll be purchasing possibly this area and purchase this area up here. So your city is like going into that corner in here. Okay, but you're not doing that right now. Right now we basically got a small town that's being built up. We got factories. They're going up pretty fast. You can see the factories going up pretty fast in there. Alright, people are just, this is basically a small working town right now, is what you got. We're going to go into major suburban out here, but on this side. And we'll keep the suburbia away from the factories. Factories are the ones that are going to cause all kind of problems for you people in suburbia. And the city we're going to corner it out here and keep the highway and possibly an extra buffing zone between the factory and the and suburbia. Okay, so right now we're just building up, you could say, it's a factory town, I guess you can call it right now. We're not much cities in here, but that's going to continue to build. I see our budget right now, we're in a positive budget. Most people by this time around, by around the time they have reached this, are bankrupt. They don't even go this far. A lot of people that play this don't even get up to this level. Alright, they don't get past 400. Some people just go bankrupt before you get that, and that's because I'm trying never add anything that they're not asking for. If they're not asking, I'm not talking about mainly like fire, police, education, medical, this kind of stuff. Don't add to it or water supply or power. Don't add anything additional to it that you have to spend money on, because that's going to eat up your budget for no reason, because nobody's asked for it. That's one of the keys to this game. If you see now, if you look around, look, do you see anybody complaining here about anything? No, there's no complaints. And that's because the city is balanced, all right? And you're not putting extra stuff in there, or you're not putting more stuff than you should put in. You know, you fill it in with factories and people complaining about the pollution. So I'm waiting for the place to build up, like right here. I'm waiting to get enough. Even though I zoned this already, this area has all been zoned. Right here, this entire area has been zoned for factories. There's a buffering area between this and some of that, what's going to be houses on this side. Let this place build up as you move on to the next level to see what is it that you need. All right. And that's mainly the way you have to work on this. So we're going to be looking at all this. Okay. Commercial wise, we're okay as far as commercial wise here. Let me see the zoning on commercial. Alright, commercial is filled. Alright. That's okay. We still got places we can put some commercial in there. So we're going to add an area right here for commercial. And we're going to add the smaller area there for commercial. Alright. People, you know, they start asking for commercial. Hey, no, I gotta go shopping. So you put it in there. I like to keep the commercials in this line here. All right. I wasn't gonna put no commercial inside here. I just don't like the looks of it. Later on, this may be in parks and this stuff I'll put in here. But for right now, they just want some commercial. I'll drop another commercial in there. Commercial zoning area. That should be enough. I'm not gonna add any more. Let them build that up. Let me see what I got here as far as residential area goes. Alright. Now here's the factory. I don't want to build nothing here in this area. I hope I remember not to put nothing in there, because I have a habit of filling it up even though I don't want to put nothing in there. Alright. So I'm going to put some houses here. Alright. And this is basically houses in there. Alright. I don't need to go any further in that. I think I have enough on there. The houses are being built up as we see here. Okay, they're coming in. More houses being built. And we've got to make sure that everything is balanced here. Okay. You see the commercials start coming in right away. So we're good to go with that. Alright, so they're being built in there with no problem. So we're making money on that. We still got a positive cash flow. Right now we're getting close to 2,000 on the positive cash flow here. Look around for trouble. I don't see any major trouble as yet developing here, which it's all good. Later on, you can add, when you get the money, you can start adding a bus line. You can add this kind of stuff, and it actually improves some of the traffic on the city. All right. And now we're going to just look around, see what's being built here. I'm not right now adding anything. I think I have a pretty good balance right now for now. All right. We'll let the people develop the business, develop the city. And then we'll start adding more stuff. Make sure commercial. See, commercial, more than enough. Zoning for housing, more than enough. And then commercials more than enough. And then factories more than enough. And housing more than enough. So everybody's got enough space to expand the city. All right, and I'm not over expanded in my budget. Right now we have just reached $2,000 positive flow. Over $2,000 positive flow here. So we're going to continue to go forward. All right. Lots of commercial stuff coming up here. And a population, we're getting close to 2,000 there. We're getting close to the 2,000 mark here as far as population goes. So the city's pretty healthy. Look at the city now. Look how healthy that city is. Where's the complaint at? The only one complaining is Blue Six is out there. Because Blue Six, he's complaining. He had to go to work every day because the city's getting too busy. But I'm just joking with you, Blue Six. I know you're out there looking at this thing. No, you're not complaining, man. Let me see. So there you go. People are moving in, and this is what you want. You want people to move into your city as it continues to grow here. So it's all looking really good now. So far, everything is really positive here. I'm keeping this buffer zone. Alright, I'm keeping that open there. I don't want to. I can develop in there. I don't want to develop in there. Alright, I just want to keep these people separated so I don't get the big complaints about the pollution. And I kind of spread out the factories. I'm not bunching them up like in big stuff. I'm spreading out the factories along the river and keeping a buffer zone in there. Alright, I'm probably going to spread those factories all along this river, all the way out here. Alright, and continue to keep a buffering zone in there. And here. And then put the houses, residential area in there. And then later on we're going to be moving into big suburbia. This is big suburbia out here. And the city area in here. Your factories will be along the water coast here, the water edges here. Okay, so we're going to be building that. Later on, you can actually, as you improve and everything, then you can move. As suburbia improves, so let's say over here, then you can go and make the things look even nicer. Okay, right now our budget is 2,464, which is good. Positive. We're actually make a positive flow. We're actually making more. We have 38,000 right now. We'll be able to, if we keep up, we're going to be able to pay off this loan that we're going to have to pay off. Don't forget, there's a loan we got to pay off here. We got some money from here. All right. So situation continues to develop here. Keep an eye on the amount of houses being built. Make sure that we have the enough zoning here that people continue to build their homes. This is all developed really fast. Okay, look, we got a situation developed right here. See right there? Power situation. Let me make sure. Oh, we got power situation. Something got cut off. Oh, this is bad. Power situation. Let me go and pause the game right there because something just clicked here on power. Possibly we have reached the limit on power. So I pause on there. I gotta move over to some other power plant here. Alright, hopefully we didn't get cut off somewhere. Alright, let me see what the power. Raw, it's on red right now. Let me. Hang on. We're gonna have to bring in another power plant, and we'll bring in another power plant. We'll put it in here. All right, I put it right here on the edge, right here. I want to put it close to here because I want to make sure it's on the power grid already. All right, that will put it right on the grid already. All right, this may fix the problem. All right, and the water's in there. Let me see how if it fixed the problem with the power. All right. Okay, it's beginning to clear up, it looks like. Look, I've seen one of the bubbles drop. Alright, there it goes. There you go. There goes the power situation. All under control. Okay, this is why it's good to have a nuclear power plant, because you really get a lot of power. What do we got? Oh, we got a sewage problem. Okay, you see, you got that? You got a sewage problem. That's no problem. We're going to take care of that right now. Pause it. Make sure you pause this stuff when you have these companies. They can go out of control really fast. Go and get yourself some of the sewage. Alright, we cannot get the water treatment plant here. I don't think we'll qualify for that yet. Let me see. Water treatment plant is probably the best you can get, but we cannot get that. What we're going to do is we're going to get the outflow out here. So let me go out here, and I'm putting all the sewage stuff on this side. Make sure it flows down that way, so it's not bugging us. So I'm going to attach that to a pipe right down here. Let me expand it. I can extend it here. Alright, got electrical and everything is in there. Alright, let me see if it's connected right. Because you have to connect these. Don't forget you have to connect these up. I think it's connected. It doesn't look like it's connected, but I want to make sure it's connected. No, maybe it's not connected right, so I'm not connected there. Alright. Alright, what I want to do is I want to bring in some. I don't want to go that far with pipes. I really don't want to spend money on that pipes. Electrical. Okay, electrical is not. It's been cut off here because of the sewage pipe place it was put in. Let me make sure the electrical is on here. Alright. And we're gonna put that in there. That should provide everything that we need now. And let's see if we can get the sewage situation straightened out. Alright. It's got electrical, the pipes are connected. It'll kick in a while. The problem is electricity was off, and they see it's kicking in on one side. The other one should have been okay. The pipe was okay, I think. Make sure the pipe was in alright. There it goes, it's working now. Okay, we're good. That should correct the problem. You see, no complaints. This is what we want. We want no complaints. Alright. The pipe's okay. Let's see what we got here. People moving in. This is what you want. People moving in. Alright, commercial wise, we're okay. They're building more commercial stuff. and the city continues to expand. All right, as we go along here. Okay. There you go. City's expanding. You can see they're building houses still. They're building homes and they're building businesses. So the entire place is expanding pretty good here. Oh, somebody said that they bought this. Yeah, I'll tell you, this is an awesome game. If you like to relax, it's a great game. This game gets bad for people that get into it and right away they want to build a mega city. And all they do is they build they only get a population of 400, 300 people and their city goes bankrupt. It's bad when people don't understand that you gotta really have a lot of patience to build the city. And you gotta know a little bit about how to budget in this game in order to have a successful city. And no complaints. Look, my city has no complaints at this moment. Everybody's pretty much satisfied with that. And this is what you want to do. You want to, if you're a beginner in this game, it's a little frustrating. If you actually watch my video from the very beginning, you'll see how to begin this game. I'm probably going to rename this the beginner series because it helps a lot of people to budget the right way, have no complaints in their cities. And I started off the city with 70,000 as my budget. I mean, that's what they gave me to start off the city. And I have a positive money flow here, and I'm doing good. And the city's beginning to grow, and it's healthy. But you have to go by the steps that I'm kind of giving you. I played this game a lot on PC, not a lot on PlayStation, but I played a lot on PC. It's the same thing. And you get to, after a while, you start getting a hang for it. Then you can go and make the fancy cities. A lot of people want to make the big, giant, fancy cities right away, and they get into all kind of problems. Me, I find it when I first got into this game, I was a little frustrating because all the cities kept going into bankruptcy, you know. But as I learned more about the city, the budgeting, how to budget the city, and this, it got really relaxing. For right now, at this point, the game is just relaxing for me. I have fun with it, and I relax, you know. And I of course, this music that you hear here is not from the game. This music I brought in from YouTube. I had to put in my own because I don't want a problem with copyright. So, but it's really relaxing. You can sit here, enjoy this, drink your tea, drink your coffee, watch the city grow, and as the city grow, continue to expand the city. And then you can actually play this for quite a long time. It can take you weeks to develop a huge part of this map, all right, and make a heck of a city, you know. And the city will continue to get better and better looking. All right, so here we go. You know, for this person that just bought the game, I hope, you know, I wish you all the luck, and I hope you enjoy the game, and I hope you can use this as if you're just a beginner, you can use it to learn a little bit about the game. And you just gotta go back to the beginning of the video here. Right now we're live. Later on, it's gonna be archived to the channel. Just like I said, just subscribe to the channel as you know things get built up here. Here we go. Look at that nice house being built there. All right. So we're good here. We got no complaints. This is what I want to make sure there's no complaints. So I'm like the mayor. You're really acting like the mayor of the city. You're looking for complaints. Right now, I got enough housing space in there now, enough zoning that I'm not adding any new zoning. I got enough zoning over here for companies. I'm not adding anything new there. I got enough zoning over here for commercial areas. I am not adding anything new there. All right. Now what I see here on the commercial area is it's already filled in. There's no more spots for anything new here. Only this area right here. It's got one. It's between the houses and the commercials here. The area here in the middle, sometimes I'll put business, sometimes I don't. So it's pretty filled in. Let me go see if I got the right zoning on this one here. On this area right here, if it's got zoning. Let me go check out the zoning on here. Alright. Let's see what zoning is on here. You see there's no zoning there. That's why there's nothing on there. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to zone there. We're going to put zoning in here. Alright. We're going to put some of the commercial areas in there. Right in there. That should be enough. Because we got, this whole area is already filled in. And I'll do is that I'll put in one area more. I'm not going to put nothing over here, as you can see. There's an area right there. I'm not putting nothing there, nothing there. And there you go. We just hit another milestone here. We got 2,400 on here. Alright. You know, I built some cities on not on PlayStation, but on my PC. Huge cities with huge populations. But this is a couple years ago when I was doing that. I got back into it again because of the PC, because of the PlayStation, and because of this channel. I'm back into it. You see how fast they building their commercial area? That's because there's a need for more commercial. So, all right. So you got all these they all came up almost at the same time. There's still a need for commercial here. Alright. And we're only at 2 times speed here. We're not at 3 times, so it's not that fast. It's not at the really fast speed. So, and our budget right now, we're getting close to almost 3,000 here. Actually, positive flow of cash, not budget, but positive flow of cash. We're almost getting up to 3,000 here. Alright, keep an eye on complaints, on any problems out there. So far, nothing has developed, which is good. We have the only major problem. It's kind of a major problem because it came all of sunny, and that was the power. It does that. Power will come all of sunny on you, and you have to get it fixed. All right. So we're good to go there. That's why when you get the opportunity on this game to buy a nuclear power plant, it's good to get a nuclear power plant because you don't have to be putting so many power stations. And these are coal-burning power stations. They can be kind of polluted. All right. Okay, we got a water situation developed here. Let's go give this guy a pipeline. So let me go get him a pipeline over here. Alright. He's right outside the zone for pipe. Alright, I'll just let me get the pipe out here. And that should cover his situation there. Alright. So that should give him the water he needs right there. The commercial place got filled in right away. Right away the commercial place got filled in. And the houses here. They're doing okay. More houses are coming up, as you can see. They're going to build more houses here. They got new houses over there. There you go. More houses are being built up. I don't have everything kind of crunched up on top of each other. Kind of gives some spaces there. It makes it kind of look better. To me, it does. Okay, this thing is still complaining about the water, but no problem. I want to make sure that pipe was attached right. Okay, I did not attach the pipe right. It's actually right almost to the pipe. It didn't attach. Alright, there you go. That should attach the pipe right now. Okay, we should be seeing the water situation vanish there. There you go, it's gone. Okay, no more problem with water. Alright, so we're still in the clear here. Everything is good. Everything floating good here. Alright. Somebody just asked me there on the messenger on YouTube that they build a bike pass and nobody's using it. It all depends on the size. From what I've seen from my other ones my other cities that I built, it depends on the size of the city. And as the city gets bigger, then people start using it. But I don't know. I just didn't build too many bike paths. I just really didn't see a lot of interest in it. Alright, so maybe it's just the way the game is. Alright, but if you start putting in bike paths with your road works, you could say, you start spending a lot more money because it costs more to build the road with the bike paths, and you kind of like you may not be needed. Alright, that's something that it's up to individuals they want to put it, but you end up actually kind of eating up your budget on that. Alright, with the bike pass. Alright, so but I put them in. You see, I put them in sometimes along these roads. But right now, my road right now, there's nothing because I'm really basically this is basically a small working town right now. It's not a city, it's a small working town. I got a water situation. Let me fix this water problem right here. It's going to be a shortage of pipe right here. Let me pull this pipe from here. And what I do want to do is I want to make sure that this area is covered. Try not to cover areas that are already. You see, this area is already covered. I want to make sure I don't recover an area that doesn't need it. Okay, that's still enough. Let's get that circle out of there. All right, let me. Because I don't want to overlay areas that don't need the pipe. Because then you're going to end up putting more pipe. All right, there you go. More pipe than what you need. That should cover the water situation there. Because he's inside the zone, on the water zone now. We'll see what happens there. There it goes, it cleared up. Alright, so that's cleared up there. So we're good here. The city is really beginning to build now. All right, somebody had a question here. They has a city that's about 80% filled, and a lot of people are getting sick. All right. Yesterday, when I built this, I was building a city so people can learn how to make a city, on a budget. I ran into that problem, but I ran into that problem because of a setting that I had on my computer, on my PlayStation, was wrong. But that's completely different, I'm sure, from your situation. That only happens if you had that one setting. But a lot of times, people start getting sick when you don't have enough hospitals. All right, and if you're here's the thing. I'm going to show you somebody out there asking this question. My factories are here. Now you see there are some problems already here. People start getting, you see here, the deaf people sometimes die. That's because the carcinogens, or the poison, you could say, coming out of these factories starts really messing around with people here. What you do is, when you have this kind of problem, like I'm probably going to do this very soon, I'm going to start eliminating these houses. Alright, just remove these houses because they're too close to the factories. Don't put too much factories close, too many housing close to factories. And I'm trying to do is, I try to build a buffer zone. As you can see, there's a dark area right here. It starts from there, goes all the way down between the factory and the residential area. I want to keep it that way, because if you get these houses all the way up to the factories, people start getting sick. Alright, and the best thing you do is put a buffering zone. Even this highway here possibly shouldn't have been there. There should have been a big buffering zone between the factories and the residential areas. Alright, that's what you want to do. Also, make sure you got enough clinics and hospitals. And sometimes you'll see a lot of sick people, and there's kids. And let me see if I have it here. I'll show you what I mean. Let me see if I find it here. Okay, I think this is the one. No, that's a high school. That's the wrong one. Let me get that. Hang on. Let me find over here to the. Let me get out the education. All right. Hang on a second. I keep going to the wrong one. Okay, children's hospitals, children's care. Sometimes a lot of the people getting sick are kids, and that's because you didn't provide a children health care center. All right, so sometimes when you add the children's health care center, you could say it clears out some of the people getting sick. And as long as you look at the place where you may need to add one, all right, almost everything in there as far as hospitals you're going to have to add. That's going to eat up on your budget, so be careful. Unless you see a lot of people getting sick, then you add it. If you don't see a lot of people getting sick, then you kind of flow with it until you get enough money. And you got to be careful if you have taken a loan, because that loan can come back and bite you in the rear end. All right. So right now, you see where I only got that one situation. I know why I have that there, and this is because they're close to the factory. So you got people that are beginning to, they're beginning to go away. So what I'm going to do is, because I know this is a factory situation, I'm going to start getting rid of some of these houses who are close to the factory. I'm not going to build nothing there no more. I'm not even going to build a factory there. I'm going to start creating a buffer zone in here to separate my factories from the housing here, so I won't have a lot of problems there. So I'm going to go to box right now. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to get rid of these houses right here. And I'll start creating a buffer zone in here. I mean, that's a business right there. All right. All right. And what it does is I'm going to start creating some of a buffer zone in there to start clearing out some of the areas so people don't live that close. When I began the project, it was okay to have a lot of houses and factories kind of together because it was small. But as the project begins to get bigger, more and more factories start adding more and more pollution, you can say. All right, and it's just the problem is just going to get bigger. Somebody else had a question. Okay, somebody says telling me that they play on Xbox. I actually played this game. I spent a lot of times playing this game quite a while back, and there was also SimCity, and this one's, they're both similar. And I played a lot of this game, but it was mostly on my PC. and now I'm over on PlayStation. I'm doing a lot of the playing here on PlayStation, but I'm trying to get people to understand how to build this. So far, look, this is a kind of city that you want. You have very little complaints. You had a couple of deaths there, but you're going to have death in a normal sized city. You're going to have people that, for whatever reason, they die. It just happens. All right. But when you start seeing a lot of death occurring close to the factories, it's because the residential areas are too close to the factories, and people are getting sick and dying. All right. So you got to watch that out. Watch for that. All right. So we got a couple people here. Some of these things, what you do is they're going to rezone anyway. It's still zoned for new people. You can get rid of some of these death, you could say, on here. As this grows, I'm going to have to add a general hospital. You see, right now I'm not qualified yet because I need more population here to get into that big hospital, and things will improve. And also, let me see, because I think I have enough here what I can add to the. Yeah, let me see if I can get the children's health care. Okay, I got a. I'll put this facility right here. All right. And then I'm going to go to children's healthcare, and I'll put it right next to it right here. Let me get it away from the factories there, and I'll put it on the other side of town here. All right, in here. I don't want to put it there. I'll put it possibly here. All right. So they got now the children's healthcare, another place for health. And the big hospital, when the population gets big enough, I'll be able to unlock the big hospital, and I'll be able to put that in there. Right now, my population right now is 3,000, and a little bit over 3,000, and I still got a positive flow of income coming in, which is good. All right, let me check the housing situation, because I think my housing situation is getting really tight, and I may have to rezone more houses. As you can see, pretty much filled in. All right, now I'm going to have to expand a housing area. So let me go out to the roads. Alright. Housing is pretty much done with in this area. Here I got some areas still I can put houses. I'm going to leave this buffer zone over there. I can put some housing in there. I can put some commercial areas in there. And then I'm going to expand this way. Now factories, I'm going to keep my factories along the river. I'm going to keep my factories along this river. Alright. I am planning and possibly going to suburbia on this side. City up in this hill is possibly where the city's going to go. And then suburbia will be in this area as the city grows. For right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep all my factory activity along here. Alright, so I'm going to right now add a little bit more housing in here. Rezone to some houses. Let me get some houses in there. There you go. Alright. And then I'm going to get in some commercials in there. Right in here. Alright. And right in this other grid, I'm going to put another commercial area. So that's going to be, adds up a little bit more on commercials. Let me see how the housing went. Housing looks, you see this? You can tell when you have a housing shortage when they build houses right away. See that? I just opened those two places and whammo. Okay, that means you got room for expansion. Alright. So right now I'm keeping my factories on this side. I want to start building houses. I want to start going into this area. And I want to build a bit of a more of a let me go on this side here, because now I'm going to start looking at my planning on this side here. Suburbia is going to be up here. This is where I want to, but I want to keep things near. I don't want to build extra power lines or anything like that. Alright, so let me go give me some roads in here. Alright. Remember, like I said, don't make long roads. A lot of roads. Try to make as limited as you can on roads, because it eats up your budget. So I'm going all the way out here. Alright, make sure I got enough there. And also, I don't like to tie in this road. I could put it here, but it's possibly right now start creating some traffic problems. I don't want to do that, because later on I may have to change all these commercials out of here and go to a double road as the city begins to expand. Right now I'm looking at suburbia and possibly the city, but I'm not going to put more road than what I need right now, because it's going to eat up my budget. I think this is about as many houses they need right now. I'm not going to add any more houses than what they need right now. Alright. Alright, that will give me a new zone. I'm going to expand this out and leave that road right there. And give them some new houses here. But I'm not going to go crazy putting in a grid in there and wasting a lot of money that I could be saving there. Let me go to the zoning and pick me up some for the houses. We'll see how fast they're going to be made. If they're made really fast, that means we're still going to have to add more for houses here. Alright. Alright, we're going to have to put water in there because I did not add water. I'm not sure if I got water in there. Alright. Let me see what the water situation is before they go bananas asking me for water. Alright, I don't have water in there. Let me pull in my pipes in there. That did not connect. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I got some of them outside the water line right here. Alright, that should get everybody inside the water zone. And the houses are going up right away, so that means there's still a shortage in houses. Alright, let me keep an eye on this going on here. You see the pollution or the grass dying here? And right next to the grass where it's dying, what do you have? You have people dying. This is because the pollution from the factories are spreading over here. Possibly all this area here, you start seeing people getting sick. Alright, so what I do is I'll get rid of these two houses, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get rid of the zoning. It's hard to get rid of that zoning, I don't know why in the heck. But I'm going to get these two houses out of here. Let me get these two houses out of here. And let me see if I can rezone that to nothing. I'm not sure if I can rezone to nothing on there. Alright, there you go. I'm rezoning. I don't want nothing rezoned there again. And here's another house that we got. Okay, this is going to have to be taken down. Alright. When you see the green part, once you see the green area, you can pretty much, you're going to be okay there. But as long as you see this pollution from the factories and the green grass dying, you're going to start seeing people dying. Alright. And right now, I don't need to move any more houses from there until somebody passes away. I got another house down here. And I want to do, I promise I didn't get rid of the zone here. I'll have to get rid of the zone right here. Let me get rid of this. So let me pause this. Make sure you pause it. Sometimes you gotta pause it because it kind of speeds up too much. And let me go to the zoning here. Alright. And I'll just put nothing on there. I want to put nothing in there. Alright. That should be rezoned to nothing. If I'm sure. Okay, make sure it's on there. There's possibly nothing else can be built there. Alright. Alright, as I continue to do the buffer, let me put the pause back on. Oh, somebody asked, what's the biggest city I ever made? Oh man, that's a couple of years ago, and that was actually probably like about 7 years ago when they first started coming out with the game. I made a major city. The city I made had everything in it. And here's the thing, I don't know about here on PlayStation, it seems like you're limited on the buildings you can get. When I had the PC, I was able to get those DLCs, those package where you're able to add more and more big buildings, and I had some major sized buildings on there, and it was a huge city, and it took me probably days or even weeks to build. Alright, it was just a major mega city. I can't remember the size of the population, but I'm sure it was up like possibly up to like 60,000, 50,000, 100, maybe even 80,000. It was a lot of people. It had bus lines. It had a rail line. It had like I say, all the big buildings were in place. It had a gridlock all over. But you know what happened is it gets after a while, so you start getting really busy and all the problems. You see, the people are complaining about the noise. What can I do? You know, move them out. You know, so there's not much I can do about that. So, but it was really good. I don't have it, of course. So that was on PC. I don't have it here on PlayStation. But it was a very big city I made on there, and it's exciting, and I had fun with it. Like I said, it's good to kind of to relax. I try not to make this game a frustrating game. This is what I want to see. When I look at this game, this is what I want to see. Where you have very limited problems. Okay, you may have some problems like this. What's going to come? You're going to have death. No, that's just going to, no matter what, it's just going to happen. All right. People are going to die for whatever reason or another reason. All right. And make sure that you have enough clean water is what you got to have to avoid some of this stuff here. All right. Let me see where I'm at here. Okay, houses were built. I don't think I'm. Let me see my zoning here, because I don't know if I zoned the other side here. Yeah, it's all okay. It's all zoned in there. That's good. I'm not gonna zone here yet. And these people here, they're complaining about noise. There's no much I can do there. Let me go over here and get rid of this one house here, and continue to put this buffering zone in there. All right. Alright, I just want to make sure that that's all cleared up in there. Alright. I actually got rid of the wrong house there. Here we go. And let me see if I can rezone that. Post that on pause. Alright. Wait a minute. Here we go. And on this one I did not rezone, but I want to rezone on that. I just want no houses there, and they rebuilt because I didn't put the right zoning in there. Okay. Yeah. See if it stays there. All right. Let's see if they don't build nothing there. This house here is probably going to be next. This small house right here, and a couple more are going to have to be probably taken out. As you see, the pollution bleeding over into the residential area, and people are going to start getting sick. All right. Eventually, what I want to do is use this road right here, this area right here, to be like a buffer between the factories. So this entire area in here will probably, a lot of it be cleared out. I may expand my factories into this area more, but I want to leave like a nice zone in there where the factories are not affecting the people on the other side. Alright, this is what I want to do on that one there. Alright, let me go see what's going on as far as the residential area goes, and it's looking good. More houses are going up, and this is what you want to see. You want to see the houses going up here. Let me get this out of pause because I have it on pause. Alright. There you go, the house is being built up here. That's nice. Alright. Okay, I got some, yeah, I got some of the residents getting sick. This is going to happen. Let me see here. This is what I thought was going to happen. Eventually, you're going to have to clear all this up here. Let me take this house out of here. Pause that back up. And let me rezone there. I don't want nothing being built there. This house, these houses are all going to be next. I guarantee you, all those houses are going to have to go. As the pollution from the factory continues. Here's another one right here. He's right on the zone right there. So let me take out this house right here. Hang on. And I'll have to rezone that. Okay. As I continue to make a buffering between the factories and the residential area, because they will continue to spread. This stuff will continue to spread. All right. Now, talking about spreading, they may continue to put a couple more factories in here, because this brings you a lot of money to the company, to the city. Alright, stay up here. And let me see if I got the water in there. Alright, I got the water. Good. Yeah, I got water in there. Alright, let me zone that for businesses, for factories, you could say. And I'm just spreading them out here. Alright, let's see how fast they're making sense. If they need a lot of factories right away, they'll make them. Let me take it out of pause and see what happens now. Alright, so I rezoned that for factories. And like I say, my plan is to basically take it all along the river here. Possibly all the way up here. Alright. And let me make a road here. Okay. Alright. And let's see if the factories continue to be. There's another one coming up right now. So there's still need for factories here. There's another one coming up there. Alright. Let's see, let's look what's going up here. It's just some stuff going on here, not much. Pretty much we're on the clear here. This here, where you have this little situation develop with the, oh, that one got, he was sick and he got, I guess he had corona and now he got cured. What do we got here? Let's see here. Okay, we have another house. Another guy's getting sick. He's complaining about everything. Get rid of, yeah, right now I'm not going to get rid of him. I'll wait for these other houses right here to go, and I'm going to have to continue to make that buffering zone that I'm making here between the houses and the factories. Alright. And we'll let the factories continue to develop here. Okay, we got a fire here. Now, I know that's going to happen. We're going to have to expand the fire stations. We're going to have to bring in more fire stations because the city right now is growing quite good. And we're going to have to put a fire station on this side here. So let me get a fire station on there. Wait a minute. Here we go. Let me put a fire station right in here. Alright. And I know that's just a matter of time before they start asking for more police, and you're gonna add, and I'm gonna add another police station in that side. But until they don't ask for it, I'm not gonna put it. All right, now that's because there's a fire. Now, when you have these fires, what I do is, if the property's burned down to the ground, if it's totally destroyed, then all I do is get rid of the property. You know, don't leave it there. So we're looking good. We have this little situation there. Maybe somebody died from food poisoning or something. All right. We're still looking good here. Okay. Keep an eye on your sewage because that can actually. Let me see what's going on. You have a. Let me see if we can look at the information here. No, that's politics. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at what is going on with my information, with everything here. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I was gonna go up to the water. This is where I want to go. Okay, sewer treatment. It's not bad. It's in the green. And water's not bad. Water's getting close to yellow. Once water reaches yellow and goes into red, you gotta add another water pump. All right. Sewage is looking okay. So we're not bad with sewage. It seems like it's okay there. Let's see what happens with medical. With hospitalization. Health is 75%. It's not that bad. Fire is well, we got a new fire station, and that was okay there. Let's see what we got. Power's okay. Electrical's okay. Education is in the red. We're gonna have to add more education here. People are pretty much happy overall. Budget, land, it's okay, I guess. What we got here? Transportation, I don't got no transportation. Noise level, let me see what's that guy complaining about noise. Noise level, it's low, so I'm not going to really bug with it. I mean, there's nothing really you can do about it. So, education is going to be a problem. Education, we need to add another school in there. So let me go add a school here to suburbia. Alright, I'm going to start building the suburbia on here. So I want to add into, get myself a school here. Let's see, let's get a school in there. There we go, we got finally some higher education here. We have a high school, and we're going to plant that high school, I think, right here in front of the fire station should be okay. Oh, right next to it right here. I think right here will be good. Let me see. Right there. Alright, so that'll bring in the school, and everybody got really happy really fast. Alright. And we're not going to bring in the college yet. Let me go check to see. Let me go see what's going on with the school situation. Hang on a second. Let me go back to my information and my stuff here. Okay, let me see what's going on. See how school all of a sudden got better? It's not great. We're close to the yellow. You may want to possibly go into a university, but that's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Alright, so right now I'm kind of, I'll stick with it right now like it is before I go into a university or something like that. Alright. because it cost me a lot of money to put up that school. You see how my budget? Look, I was going like I think I was up to about 70,000. I'm down to 44,000 because of paying for that school. What I'm looking now is building more residential area, so I can get a little bit more taxes, and also build some more factories so I can get more taxes here. So we're gonna expand here on this road here. Let's get some factories going. All right, let me get a road in there. So I'm gonna expand here my factory zone. And as I say, I'm basically taking it all across here along the river. Alright. Now these factories will take on some water, and they can, like I said, they also put out a lot of trash. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna try to get a little bit more money float here by putting in a couple more factories zones here, and we're gonna have to then go into some housing zone, and we may be looking at some commercial zone that we have to get into. So let me go in here and get some factories going. All right, and move into these areas in here. All right, I'm not gonna put no more factories not unless they need it. So I'll leave that. That zone there can be for factory, but I'll leave it like it is right now. I always got to remember that I got a buffer zone in here that I'm trying to create. A buffer zone between the residential area and the houses. Let me see what my water situation there is. If I ran in pipes all the way over there. Yeah, I got pipes. Here's missing pipes. So let me go up and grab a pipe from here. So whatever gets built there has a pipe. Already built in a pipe so they can use it. Okay. There you go. Alright. So now we're gonna go over here to the housing situation. Now we got this little problem here. People getting sick. So there's that hospital. I gotta get into that hospital. Let me see if I can get the hospital in there. Hang on. Well, I got this one here. Sugar's Healthcare, I got that. May have to add another hospital there. Or add it right. Let me see where I can put it where it's not going to be a lot in the way here. I'll put it right here. Alright, let's see if that improves the situation with that. Okay, people getting, of course, they start getting sick. They're too close to the factory still. So let me go and see what I can do here. What I want to do is rezone that. I'm going to destroy that. And I'm going to rezone it and put it on pause because it's going to build a house right away. So let me go back to the zoning. And what we want to do is we want to build a no zone there. And let's see if they stay clear from that. That house right here is probably going to be destroyed. That one there is probably going to be destroyed. As you can see, that's stay clear. No more houses are being built there. We got to keep that buffer zone in there. Keep the factories away from the homes. And you should have okay there. Now these people here, of course, I put another hospital in there. Abandoned building, you should get rid of the abandoned buildings. I usually don't leave them around. I just get out of the abandoned buildings. And like I said, you're gonna have a couple of deaths in there and stuff, different things in there. Right now, I really feel like water is gonna be an issue. Let me look at the water because I feel like we're gonna have to put up another water plant here really soon. Let me go check out my situation here. No, I want water. Okay, let me check out the water situation here. It's okay still. But once it gets into the yellow, and especially moving into red, you gotta put in water because people start getting sick. Sewer's okay. We're really doing okay on sewer. No need to add any more sewer. Water, okay, water I knew it was gonna happen. I just knew when I put in those factories. You see, this is why power's out too. Power is out. I gotta put in another power plant. Yep. I'm gonna have to put in another power plant, and I'm gonna have to also fix the problem with the water. Yeah, I knew when I add those factories it was going to take some power, and it's also going to take some So let me move to the power plant right away here, and bring in another power plant in here. I'll put it next to the factories because they're the ones consuming the freaking energy here. Alright, for the city. Let me see where I can put this. I want to be on the grid here. Alright, I'll put it right here. That might fix the problem with the power, but we're still going to have a problem with the water. The water's going to be a water pump. We got to put another water pumping station in there. Because look, I only have one. Look how big of a city I created with one water pumping station. Some people will have like 4 of them by now. Don't need it. Only when they ask for it, then you go ahead and you put another water pumping station in there. So let me put another water pumping station in there. I think they may be already, maybe connected already. I'm not sure. It looks like it's connected already, so we should be okay with it. Make sure it's connected. Sometimes it looks like it's connected and it's not. Alright, so we get another water supply. Let me go look at the water situation here. What's going on with the water situation? Alright. Water, look, water's good. Sewage is good. Electrical, because of the extra companies I put in and houses, it's not as good as it should be. The thing is, I don't qualify still for a nuclear power plant. Let me see where I'm at right now. See how far can I get into a... See how... Yeah, I still don't... I'm not going to qualify for a nuclear plant. Later on, when you get the... when the city grows, then you can put more like a nuclear plant. I think the next issue... This is what I feel. I think the next issue is going to be the trash. Alright. More companies, more trash problems, more waste problems. So you're going to have a place to dump your trash. And I think that's probably coming up pretty soon. Let me see, because that's another problem I had here. The trash was over here one time. I had it over here. Okay, good. Okay, let me remove this house right here. This house has to go. Let me pause before I remove it, because that way they don't build another house there. Let me get that house out of there and rezone. So I'm going to rezone that to nothingness. As I continue, see, I got to get rid of all these houses in here, because I put there at the beginning. You can go ahead and do that just to build up your city, get the positive income, and you know, get things rolling. Later on, then you can start making your zone, divide the houses from the industries. See how far the pollution goes there. That's because I still have factories in here. All right, but you want to get a buffer zone between that pollution and your houses. When you see the green zones, you're going to be okay. It's just that pollution is going to cause a lot of problems. Alright, and this is a coal burning here. You can see that dark coal there. Alright, so now we're okay here. Well, we got a couple of abandoned houses in here. Alright, this is factories. This is more like locations that gotten old and people are moving out. Also, I got to look at the commercial area. Let me check out my commercials. See how the commercial area is on there. Let's see what's going on with commercial here. Okay, that's in a couple areas in here. I think that has information on the commercial. Because if it's not a lot of commercial area, you're gonna have to build some stuff in here. People start moving out when there's not enough commercials. So it's like, wait, you know, we got nowhere to go shopping. What the hell you want to stay in the city for? So I'm gonna add a little bit more commercial areas. I'm gonna expand the road over here and add a couple more areas for commercial shopping. So I'm going to take the road out as I continue to move this way. And we're going to continue to bring out some more commercials out here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready to start heading in that way, and I want to leave this area here pretty much by itself, because that's going to be the buffering zone that I don't want to mess with here. Alright, and here you're going to have suburbia being built up more and more around it. That top of this hill is what I want to do, is put the city more in there. That's what I'm looking at. Alright. So I'm gonna put some houses back here, start building up suburbia in here. Get away from the factories. Try to leave this zone in here. Alright. That's what I want to do. I don't want to put nothing in there. As a matter of fact, I want to try to map this off a little bit here. Of places that I just don't want. Alright, I want to leave that zone in here. Because when those factories get going, they're going to start polluting everything. So what do we do now? We're going to check the water to see where we're at. See if we got enough water flowed in here. Okay, we're going to bring in some water in there. Okay. And we're good. Let's not add extra pipe. Okay, we got enough water. We're looking at rezoning now is what we do. Not rezoning, put in some zones there. Let's put some commercial zones. And I'll make this into a commercial zone. And that into a commercial zone. Alright, then I'm gonna go into a house. We're gonna put in some housing in there, some residential areas. I'm gonna leave this area in here without being filled in, because this road may have to be widened. We may have to widen this road. That's why I'm not putting nothing in there. Alright. Alright. Okay, houses are being really fast. Look how many houses coming up here. Whoa! Look at that. What's that go? You know you got a shortage on houses when you see that. Look at how many houses coming in there. Yeah, a military base would be cool. I worked in a lot of military bases, and I'll tell you, it might be an idea, military base. And have like a little military base. Some other things, maybe, you can add on there. Maybe they should make like some stuff that looks more like the capital, like DC, you know, where you have the state capital, the local capital, and put some better buildings on that. I think these games, because of all these other games having to do with, you know, shootings and all this, a lot of people kind of migrated away from it. And some people, the developers need to get a little bit more into this and put some more stuff in here, newer stuff into this stuff, and I think they're going to have, you know, better luck with it, with some newer stuff. They got to keep up with the times. Some, you know, that might be an interesting idea. You see how fast stuff came up here? A lot of stuff came up really fast here. I got some complaints over there. And you see this problem over here? It's a shortage on people. All right, but the situation with the housing should actually improve that. I think what you want to get is a war going. Yeah, put an AC 130 a AC 134 guns and some F-16, F-22s, and all kind of stuff in there. Create a little war scenario going on here. Maybe put China across the street over here and the U.S. on this side and see if they get into a little bit of a battle. Oh man, that'll be something else. So here we go. Let me see. We got a fire down there, but I think I got a fire station down there. I'm almost sure I got a fire station down there. Let's see where my fire station was at, because I'm almost sure I put a fire station. Where's my fire station? Elementary. Oh, that's not the fire station. Oh, fire station's low. Yeah, we're gonna have to add another fire station in there. So let me add another fire station in there. Alright. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna put it right here, so they won't have another fire there. Alright, put in a fire station, make them happy. Okay. And there you go, we got the commercials coming in, we got housing right away, houses got filled in. This is just telling you right there, you need to get more houses. And we got a really good budget going right now. We got a $4,000 coming in and we're doing good. Let's put in a couple more houses in there. Remember that every time we add stuff, I guarantee you we're gonna start to add another landfill. Yeah, they're gonna have to do a little bit more work on this game. I think maybe the developers are kind of pleased with the game. There's a certain crowd of people out there buying this game, but I think they may have to come back here and kind of modernize the game, get it a little bit more, add a little bit more into it, and try to compete also with those DLC packages that they have on PC, where people can get all these buildings and all kind of crazy stuff to add to their city. You know, because a lot of people are going into PlayStation, into the Xbox, and they may not have those kind of packages available to them. And I would like to see some major sized buildings there and some other stuff that I don't see. I see it on PC, but I don't see it available on like PlayStation. As you can see, we've got the housing situation here. It's all the houses areas are pretty much filled up. We're going to have to add more housing in there. Let me see what the situation with housing is. Yeah, we're looking at look at that facet building in there. So we're gonna have to expand housing here. Let me see what's going on over at the corporation there, at the company, at different companies there. Yeah, let me get in and add a little bit more rows in here to get more houses in here. So I'm gonna come behind here, expand this road here, and I'm gonna start coming in behind the commercial stuff here to start building more houses in there. Alright. I just gotta get it closed. I don't want to get it. Alright, I can bring it across here. Alright, I think there's enough houses for now. And let me see if I got enough of the water source in there. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. Let me get the water in there. And I'll pull it out here to about the middle of the road, and that should cover it up. Alright. I'll tie that in to get a bit of a water flow going on there. Alright, so the houses are going to be going in there. Let me go and start doing the rezoning, the zoning in there. Okay, we're going to get some zoning in here, some houses in there. Alright, let me get a road out here before they block me here. I just want to get a road out here and not zone that for anything, in case I had zoned it by mistake and end up putting some houses in front of it. Alright, so we got that in there. That's already been zoned for houses. This area got filled in pretty fast. And we got the commercial business going in there. And we got this little middle area in there because we may have to expand the highway there. Let's see the situation over here by the companies. It's looking pretty good. Let me see if I got enough companies in there. Let me check out my zoning there.